So.
So we're sitting here with the president of Haringey Borough, Mr. Achilleos. Mr. Achilleos, thank you very much for having us today.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for coming.
So let's start a little bit. When was the club founded?
A long time ago, 1907. Obviously, in different names. They've changed the names over the years. Most recently, Haringey Borough from about 1976 after a merger between Wood Green Town Football Club and Edmonton Football Club.
Amazing. Which is the president's involvement?
Well, there's a lot more than people would think, actually. From organising, obviously, what happens on a match day to dealing with administration. There's a lot of administration because we play at a very high level of football. Although we are classified as non-league, it is very much semi-professional. The players get paid, and there's a lot to do in terms of the administration with the Isthmian League, with the FA. You have to satisfy them that you're a fit and proper person to be a chairman of a club, and I've managed to do that so far. There's a lot of aspects to it, including driving the minibus to away games, which I do regularly along with others. So there's a lot of things that we have to put together. But we have a big committee that help us, a committee that's formed of all nationalities, not simply Greek. Obviously, I'm Greek and I'm the head of the club. We have a Greek manager. One of the coaches is Greek. We have a couple of Greek people on the committee, but we are an all-inclusive club that involves a whole host of nationalities, and together we work very well to create a community environment for the club.
And you're playing for the Isthmian League North.
Yes, we are now in the Isthmian League North. It's 2 levels lower than the National League. We were actually 1 division higher last year, but unfortunately we got relegated. That happens, and we're fighting to obviously get back into that division, which literally will take us to the next stage of development as a football club.
Which would you think that are, throughout the years, the biggest successes of the club?
By far, 2018. November 2018, we managed to get to the first round of the FA Cup proper. We were selected by the BBC to be the live game on a Friday night. We played a league side that were about 5 divisions higher than us. We had a crowd of 3,000. We hosted the game. Unfortunately, they beat us with 20 seconds to go. We lost 1-0, but that was the highlight of all of my time at the club and the highlight of so many of us.
And you said there are some certifications
there
about
are,
that.
Yeah, we've got pictures, we've got videos. The BBC did a fantastic documentary on the club leading up to that, because obviously our players were part-time. They were playing against full-time league opposition. So all of that was covered by the BBC really well. We had our photographs here with the players. And it was just a fantastic experience for a club at our level to have that.
How many years have you been here in this role?
Me, 30. 1995. I've been chairman for 21. But I first joined the club in 1995 as a committee member. And over the years, things have developed where I became chairman in 2004. So 21 years and still going and still enjoying it.
Still enjoying. And how has this evolution been?
It's been fantastic. It's because of I always had this dream to involve the local community. This club is in a very poor area. The London Borough of Haringey is one of the poorest boroughs in the country. And it was always my dream to create a football club that involved all of the community. And when we changed our facilities, we improved our facilities in 2016, some 9 years ago, and the creation of the synthetic pitch that allowed us to generate some income from hiring the pitch. And as a consequence, it allowed me to allow fans to attend free. For 9 years now, we've had what's called a free season ticket. So all of our fans are allowed to attend and watch this level of football for free. And we're the only club in the country that does it. And we can do it financially. People have often asked me how we can do it financially, but we can do it financially because of the fact that we create revenue from other sources, from the hiring of the pitch. When they come to the ground, obviously they spend at the ground and that enables us to fulfil my commitment to the local authority, to local community as such. We have so many children. You'll see at the end of the game, 50 kids go onto the pitch. Their parents bring them. They love the club. They have their scarves. They have their hats. We've got a junior borough section now. We have a mascot for every game. Tomorrow for the women's game, we have 11 mascots for 11 girls to lead them out, which is so refreshing from all of us to see that community engagement.
And that was exactly my next question. So you have a female team as well?
Yes, since 1999 we've had a female team. They've operated at a very good level. It's very difficult to attract female players because of the fact that now the game is so financially engaged. There's so much finance in women's football, and we don't pay our women's players at the moment. I'm sure there will come a time where if we can increase our revenues, then that will happen. But we've created a link with a local academy, and we get a lot of 16, 17, 18-year-old girls who are of exceptional quality, who can't get into the Tottenhams, the Arsenals, the bigger teams, and they play here, and we've had a lot of success.
Maybe next generation stars?
Yes, absolutely. That's what we're hoping to do. Absolutely. I mean, as I said to you, we're looking at different ways of revenue raising to ensure there's some equality between the men and the women. That's really something that we've taken on board now with the committee that we've got. We're structuring the club to ensure that the girls are as important as the men in this club. Never was that way, but it has developed over the last 20 years or so, and we're looking at doing even more now.
How important is it for Greek and Cypriots that love football to support the team? And if you can pass on a message to them? Well,
the message will be to the local Greeks, wherever you're from, whether you're from Greece or from Cyprus or any of the islands. We live, or we have an area here where there's a lot of Greeks within a 5-mile radius. When you look at Wood Green, Palmer's Green, Enfield, further out towards Hadley Wood. The club is here and it always has been here. We've been here since the 1930s, so it's nearly 100 years the club has been at this site. And I think it's important for people to know that we are Greek-owned. We're not exclusively Greek, as I said at the outset, but it'd be wonderful to see Greek supporters come and give us the support. It's free to come in, please. We don't charge you. Just bring your friends, families. You'll be surprised by the quality of the football, where at the moment the Premier League football is unaffordable to most people. It literally, for a father to take his son to a Premier League game is going to cost him £150. You can come here for free and you watch a great game of football and you engage in the community and you see the atmosphere that we've created here. And you'll see it later on today. There's a fantastic atmosphere at this club.
Mr. Achilleos, thank you very much for this interesting conversation.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
And we wish you good luck for the future.
Thank you. Show you some of the photographs that we've collected over the years. These photographs up the top here were where we were playing in a much lower level before we installed the synthetic surface. This is the photograph just before kickoff when we were live on national television against AFC Wimbledon. There it is there. You can see in the background almost we had 3,000 supporters here. There's one of the tickets for entry, Haringey Borough FC v AFC Wimbledon. Friday the 9th of November 2018. This was when we won the league at step 5, which was the Essex Senior League, which is one division below the division that we play out now. And that's Tom, the manager, and the players going through some pre-match instructions to the players. That's a great one, that one. That's Michael, who scored in 2017. We played a championship side at the time, Leyton Orient Football Club, who are even higher than the Wimbledon game that when we played them in the FA Trophy. Again, we had a very big crowd that day. And we also played Yeovil Town FC, who are another major football club. All of these clubs are professional clubs. We are, as I said earlier, not professional, we're semi-professional. Our players do not earn anywhere near the sort of amounts that these players get, but you know, with football, it's 11 v 11. Anything can happen on the day, and we've put up very creditable performances. And just walking around a bit, we have the girls here, Haringey Borough ladies, their team there. And even on the other side, we have even more photographs. So you could see here me holding the FA Cup. They allowed me to touch it that night when we played. And that's a very famous ex-footballer, Dion Dublin. The girls, once again, one of our older supporters. That's the sort of people that we attract here. There's me and Tom when we won the league. And then that's Carla, who's in charge of the ladies team. She's been involved for about 20 years.
So we're here with the manager of the team, Mr. Tom Loizu. Mr. Loizu, thank you very much for having us today.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
So are you ready for today's game? And also, how important is it that we win today?
Yeah, well, we've been prepared since Thursday, training Tuesday and Thursday. Today's a very important game, considering the position we are in the league at the moment. We've struggled this season, to be fair, and these are defining games. We have to go out and win them, last 8 games, and starting with today's game.
How many years have you been in this role?
At this club, between 15 and 16 years. So it's been a long time. It's been a long time. We've had a lot of success, and not so successful this season. But we're striving back to get the successful moments back at this football club.
So what is the biggest motivation for you personally, and then for the team? And how do you define the success?
There's only one success in football, and that's winning. Whoever tells you they're not in it to win it, I'm afraid they're losers. Football's competitive, and we try and win every game. It's not always possible, but that is our motivation. Well, it's my motivation anyway, to win every game.
What about when you don't win? What's the motivation then?
To get back to winning ways, plenty of hard work. I've got some good staff behind me, coaching staff, assistant manager. And we work towards winning the week after. When you win, it's probably forgotten by the next day. But when you lose, you carry it for a week until you turn things around again.
What about the team's condition right now?
We've made some big changes. We had a lot of youngsters. They couldn't take on the information quick enough. So we've had a change around. We've brought back some more experienced players and a few of the old players. And performances have got better, results have got better, but now we've got to sustain it and win more games.
So which is the biggest goal that you would like to achieve, to score, let's say, this season?
This season is to stay up. Looking at a predicament we're in, the only thing we could play for this season is to stay in this division. And we're fighting very hard every time. The players, coaching staff and myself, the chairman, we're here to win. We don't like losing, but our biggest goal this year is to stay up, regroup for next season, and hopefully have a more successful season next season.
Amazing. We wish you good luck and thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Και λίγα ελληνικά τώρα και κοντά μας έχουμε τον κύριο Χάρη Χρήστο. Κύριε Χρήστου, καλησπέρα.
Γεια σας, τι κάνετε? Θα ήθελα να σας καλωσορίσω εδώ στο Haringey Borough, το Hellenic TV, εσάς όλους προσωπικά και επίσης να ευχαριστήσω πάρα πολύ τον αγαπητό μου φίλο Γιώργο Μιχαηλίδη, ο οποίος είχε αυτήν την ιδέα και ελπίζω να περάσετε καλά εδώ στο Haringey Borough.
Ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ. Μέχρι στιγμής περνάμε πάρα πολύ όμορφα. Θα θέλαμε να μας πείτε λίγο για την ανάμειξή σας με το κλαμπ.
Εγώ κατά ακρίβεια από πολλά χρόνια τώρα είμαι καλός φίλος μαζί με τον μάνατζερ της ομάδας, τον Tom Loizu, και όπου είχε πάει ο Tom εγώ ακολούθουν. Ήταν στο Enfield, ήμουν μαζί στην επιτροπή του Enfield, μετά πήγε στο Chesson το ίδιο και στο Haringey Borough τώρα έχει περίπου 6-7 χρόνια που είμαι μέλος της επιτροπής και προσπαθούμε να κάνουμε ό,τι μπορούμε για την ομάδα και προσπαθούμε ασφαλώς να φέρουμε όσους Ελληνοκύπριους και Τουρκοκύπριους, δεν υπάρχει κανένα πρόβλημα, και προσπαθούμε όσο μπορούμε να βοηθήσουμε την ομάδα και όλη την κατάσταση εδώ.
Υπάρχει λοιπόν, θα λέγατε, μια έτσι ελληνική και κυπριακή επιρροή μέσα στην ομάδα, σωστά?
Κοίταξε, υπάρχει ο πρόεδρος μας, όπως έχετε μιλήσει προηγουμένως, είναι Ελληνοκύπριος, ο managing director της ομάδας είναι Ελληνοκύπριος, εγώ είμαι Ελληνοκύπριος, ο Τόμ είναι Ελληνοκύπριος, υπάρχουν και ορισμένοι ποδοσφαιριστές οι οποίοι είναι Ελληνοκύπριοι, έχουμε έναν Τουρκοκύπριο, έχουμε 2-3 Ελληνοκύπριους και εντάξει, αυτή είναι αλλά θέλουμε την παροικία, διότι είναι το μόνο σωματείο το οποίο εδώ στην περιοχή που έχει την ελληνική ζωή, να πούμε, εδώ, και προσπαθούμε ό,τι μπορούμε να κάνουμε για να τους φέρουμε κοντά να υποστηρίζουν την ομάδα.
Βρισκόμαστε περίπου μία ώρα πριν από το παιχνίδι. Ποια είναι η ατμόσφαιρα της ομάδας συνήθως αυτή την ώρα?
Κοίταξε, αυτή τη στιγμή θα γίνονται όλες οι προετοιμασίες στα αποδυτήρια, θα μιλούν με τους παίχτες, θα γίνουν όλα αυτά, αλλά στη συνέχεια θα δείτε πόσον αυτοί οι φιλάθλοι οι οποίοι έχουμε εδώ είναι οι καλύτεροι, και αυτόν το ομολογούν όλες οι ομάδες που πηγαίνουμε και έξω από την έδρα μας, ότι είμαστε οι καλύτεροι φιλάθλοι που υπάρχουν σε αυτόν το πρωτάθλημα.
Και όλων των ηλικιών, θα λέγαμε.
Όλων των ηλικιών. Έχουμε πάρα πολλούς νέους οι οποίοι έρχονται εδώ, νέα παιδιά, μωρά, τα οποία έρχονται με τους γονείς τους. Εδώ είμαστε έναν οικογενειακό κλαμπ. Είμαστε έναν οικογενειακό σωματείο και για αυτόν τον λόγο μαζεύουμε όλους οι οποίοι είναι στην περιοχή εδώ, και ασφαλώς είναι και η είσοδος είναι δωρεάν, που τους δίνει ευκαιρία να έρθουν εδώ μαζί με την οικογένειά τους, με τα παιδιά τους, και να παρακολουθήσουν ένα ωραίο παιχνίδι χωρίς να τους κοστίσει ό,τι πληρώνουν στις ομάδες τις μεγάλες.
Γιατί θα πρέπει οι Έλληνες και οι Κύπροι να αρχίσουν να έρχονται να βλέπουν παιχνίδια του κλαμπ?
Κοίταξε, είναι καλά να αναγνωρίσουν οι Ελληνοκύπροι ότι για τόσα ολόκληρα χρόνια αυτή η ομάδα, μια ομάδα η οποία έχει ρίζες ελληνικές, ότι πρέπει να έρθουν να βοηθήσουν για να υποστηρίξουν την ομάδα. Όχι οικονομικά, απλώς να έρθουν να δείξουν το ενδιαφέρον τους. Διότι είμαστε η μόνη ελληνική ομάδα. Λέω ελληνική, διότι έχουμε τους Έλληνες οι οποίοι είναι ανεμειγμένοι στην ομάδα. Είναι η μόνη ομάδα. Ήταν και η Νέα Σαλαμίνα, η οποία έχει σβήσει, να πούμε, έχει τελειώσει. Και γι' αυτό είμαστε οι μόνοι οι οποίοι είναι σε αυτόν το πρωτάθλημα, και τους παρακαλούμε να έρθουν, δεν τους κοστίζει τίποτα όπως είπα προηγουμένως, και να περάσουν μια ωραία μέρα, εάν είναι ποδοσφαιρόφιλοι. Εάν είναι ποδοσφαιρόφιλοι, θα το διασκεδάσουν πολύ καλά.
Ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ, κύριε Χρήστο. Ευχαριστούμε και σας ευχόμαστε και καλή συνέχεια για σήμερα.
Να είστε καλά, σας ευχαριστούμε που ήρθατε και να κοπιάσετε όποτε θέλετε.
Ευχαριστούμε πολύ. μια ξενάγηση τώρα. Κύριε Χρήστο, πού βρισκόμαστε εδώ?
Εδώ βρισκόμαστε στο Clubhouse. Είναι η αίθουσα η οποία είναι το μπαρ εδώ, οι κοπέλες πίσω στο μπαρ. Και επίσης εδώ νοικιάζεται για δεξιώσεις. Έχουμε αρκετές δεξιώσεις εδώ, γιατί ασφαλώς έχουμε και το χώρο στάθμευσης, το οποίο χρησιμοποιούν όσοι έρθουν εδώ. Έχουμε τις τηλεοράσεις έτοιμες για να δείχνουμε ορισμένα παιχνίδια. Γι' αυτό ο κόσμος αν έρθει εδώ θα περάσουν την ώρα τους μέχρι να ξεκινήσει το παιχνίδι.
Γεμίζει από ό,τι βλέπω.
Συνήθως δεν μπορείς να μπεις μέσα.
Πρέπει να κάνουμε κράτηση δηλαδή?
Όχι. Δεν είναι κράτηση, είναι ελεύθερα για όσους έρθουν, ξένους και δικούς μας φιλάθλους.
Τέλεια, πάρα πολύ ωραία. Και μια βόλτα τώρα στον προαύλιο χώρο του γηπέδου και το πάρκινγκ πίσω μας.
Ναι, εδώ καταρχάς είναι το snack park refreshments. Εδώ κάνουν διάφορα φαγητά για τον κόσμο που έρχεται. Εδώ είναι το προαύλιο του χώρου σταθμεύσεως. Έχουμε μεγάλο χώρο σταθμεύσεως πίσω που φορεί γύρω στα 150 αυτοκίνητα. Επίσης έχουμε και το ίδιο χώρο σταθμεύσης κάτω στην άλλη γωνία. Και εδώ είναι το η κεντρική κερκίδα, να πω, του σταδίου μας.
Haringey Borough, come on! Come on! Come on! Haringey Borough, come on! We're going down House Park. We're going down House Park. Come on! Come on! Haringey Borough, come on! Come on! Come on! Haringey Borough.
Yeah, good advice.
That's how they got you in. I'm off the borough. Oh, take me home.
Too late.
Oh, take me home.
So.
To the place I wanna be. Down the coast park. I'm off the borough. Oh, take me home. Take me home. I'll make you free. To the place I wanna be. Down the coast park. I'm off the borough. Oh, take me home. Oh, take me home. W3 to the place I wanna be. Down the coast park. I love the borough. Oh, take me home.